come, let's do another fun setup before June is over. And if you would like to see what theme I'm going for, stay tuned. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. I do have the Spring Allure and the Fruits and Florals sticker books from Live Love Posh. And I've used a lot of the collections from this book already. And I plan to use this collection here along with some lemons from this sticker book. And I'm just using my stash. And both of these sticker books are still available at Live Love Posh. And my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off every time you shop. Live Love Posh, Plan Anything. Archer and Olive is where the journal is from. This is a B5 journal, mind you. It might look very big if you are used to the A5s. And I've linked all the shops and codes and everything. And if you like such fun setups, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the fun videos coming. And let's quickly see how many pages I have in fact of these lemons, because I just used that in the Skinny Classic spreads. And that video should be coming soon, if not up. And yeah, that I think is the one that would go best with this collection. And I just wanted to finish off my June. And this was the Floralia Faith sticker book from Live Love Posh. I combined it with Functionally Noir and some of the elements from Spring Allure here. And I do have some washi tapes. You know what the general color I'm going for is, because that's the colors we have going on. And that's a quick peek at or a quick look at the trinket box I picked up from the Flying Tiger recently. And I'm bringing in my paper clip from Journal Say, and the small scissors you see are also from Journal Say. And my code Priya can earn you 8% off at Journal Say. So this is how many pages I will need to finish off June so that we can start off July with a full-on summer mode. So now I'm going to speed it up and doing a proper voiceover with the sped up video. So this would be where the last pages, so I almost got started there because I don't want to use the elements in the last page and then having to cover it up with the elements from the pages prior to that. So I'm starting with the first page now, and I knew that I wanted to use these honeycombs, and it's a very fun color for a honeycomb. In real life, I'm not sure if you would see honeycombs in this color. I've not taken a peek inside the beehives, but this looks very colorful and fun. So we have some of these actual honey colors, 1, 2. So I just layered a bit off of that, and now we need to get some bees flying towards the hive. And those florals are actually really pretty. So this would make for our very first Dutch door. And I'm bringing in my cutting board and gyro cut, and let's just start cutting now. So as you can see, it's a very easy process if you are used to this gyro cut, or else it might need a bit of practice before you can start cutting like this. And I did not realize that I was a bit out of frame just at the bottom there, but I don't think you're missing out on much. And because these are all paper stickers, I think some areas I was not cutting deep enough and it was just coming off in some areas. That's why I had to kind of go back and fix some of those areas. And I'm using the purple and yellow washi right in those matchy colors from Planything. And I think we needed some of that yellow and orange. Yeah, I think that looks way better than the normal plain yellow. And I will link all the shops I'm using products from. And the new release from Planything should be coming soon. So I will have all the information, whatever I can find, with all the upcoming releases down in the description. So as of the time of filming, I know that the Summer Love sticker book from Live Love Posh is coming out on April. No, sorry. We are already in the end of May. My good God. Yeah. So May 30th is when the release happens, and the sticker book is called Summer Love. I am still not in receipt of my sticker book, which I got to shop early as an affiliate, but there are enough flip throughs from everybody who got theirs. So the release should also be live by the time you see this. So please make it a point to go check out the shop. And I would really appreciate it if you would shop through my link or use my code Priya10. It does earn me a small cut at no extra cost to you. And your support is greatly appreciated. And that is the next Dutch door. I have to say that I did struggle a bit here because the shapes are not entirely symmetrical. So it's the same set of stickers on 2 pages. So symmetry is nowhere in question. So I think I have to make do with what elements we have to bring in that similar look for the space, white space, or the cut pages we have. So as you can see, some sticker surgery is in order, and just throwing in a few of those elements to make sure I don't end up with a big patch of just plain white paper. And I think I did okay. What do you think? Just let me know how you happen to fix asymmetrical elements if you are somebody who likes to keep it more or less my way. And I don't necessarily do it every time, but I think it's just easier that way, and I don't have to worry about bringing in something else to match the shape or the space we have. So that is the next Dutch door. And yeah, there was some scrap piece of the washi tape on top of that, so that's removed. So that's our first Dutch door. And I've been wanting to use this set, and since we have about 4 sheets, I think it's a pretty big collection in the sticker book, and I did want to make sure that I do justice to all the elements in here. So that's why I ended up using some of these elements combined. And in spite of having made 3-4 Dutch doors out of this, there is still a lot that I could use for next spring. So I really love that, especially with such chunky sticker books from Live Love Posh, because you do get more collections and it does last you more than a season. So that is our next set of Dutch doors being lined up, and I think it is a great complement to all the other bigger elements that are going on in the previous page. So I'm just trying to see where I can line up the washi tape, and I just do not want to. I'm just trying to see and make sure that the washi tape, can you see what I'm doing? I'm just trying to make sure I line up the washi tape right where it finishes so that it can line up perfectly, because sometimes it just especially as I'm filming, my head, I do not want my head to be in the frame, so I do have a bit of a trouble seeing how close I am to the actual washi tape in the previous page. So that is the reason I had to just move it closer and then figure out where it was before I put down the washi. And Yeah, that's a fun touch I like to do with the washi tapes, because this cutting like so just gives it an illusion that the washi tape is just behind all these elements we have lined up. Let me know if you do Dutch toes my way, or do you have a different style altogether when it comes to Dutch toes. If you do Dutch toes, I did not mean to intimidate you, or if you are somebody who's been watching my videos, you know how I like to try new things and have fun with all the different creative ideas you can try. And also, if you are somebody who's been wanting to kind of test out the waters and dip your toes into the amazing creative world of Dutch doors and all the creative doors that open up once you get started with this, because you will have lots of ideas come to you. So please check out the other videos I have already done, including I do for Dutch doors, the actual Dutch doors, waterfall tabs, a lot of it. And those are really simple ways to get started. And I'm just moving the floral bunch, in fact, to the other side so that we can get the symmetry going. And I think just cutting around the stickers, in fact, and then we should be kind of done with this Dutch door as well. So let me know if you have checked out the tutorial I have on my channel to help you get started with the gyro cut. And if you have picked it up and have had your time exploring the fun things you can do, because it did help a lot of people. I do hear about how my tutorial was helpful, so I'm just curious if you have checked it out. And this is again the B5 journal is my daily journal, and I will have flip throughs of my creative journal, which is an 8x8 square journal from Archer and Olive. And don't forget to use my code Priya10 every time you shop any of the shops I mentioned, because you do get a really good variety, especially when it comes to the journal sizes and the designs and all that. They just had their summer release, and there were a lot of things that got sold out within the first hour of the release. So they did a lot of pre-orders. Sadly, the pre-orders are sold out or closed, in fact, but I'm sure there will be enough people, because if you have been eyeing them, I think if you've missed out on the pre-order window, I think there are enough Facebook groups and resellers who are doing a good job. I did come across a lot of the latest releases, the summer release ones from Arch and Olive in the Facebook groups. So please definitely check that out if you have been wanting to pick it up and you just missed the pre-order window, because the pre-orders, they don't quite ship until early September is what I understand. And this is the next set of Dutch doors, the last one. And I will be going full on summer mode after this. And I will have, I started this journal in May. So May, June, July, and August is when I will be completing this journal. So by this, I'm almost midway through the journal. And this has been working great. It's been really helpful, especially with all the space I have. And you see how that lines up perfectly against the other washi tapes. So you could call this a bit like a waterfall tab, but not quite. Because I do also get asked what's the difference between them. Because waterfall tabs are just plain waterfall. It's like one page next to the other. I have done a few waterfall tabs also, because with waterfall tabs I really like to do a lot of pages in one go, and especially that's perfect if I'm looking for a quick setup and I have a lot of days I need to have pages ready for. That is when I really gravitate towards the waterfall tabs. And it's really quick and simple. It's one of the very easy ones to get started with. So that's the next set of Dutch doors. And the washi tapes I just used, the scalloped one is from Plany Thing. And the yellow striped one was from Live Love Posh. That was part of the tropical set, or the bright colors one. I forget what the name was. They were from Live Love Posh. And let's now get back to the last page, the very last page, and we will, if I can line it up at the very, very corner. Yeah, that's what happens. Again, I am just too far from that corner to be able to see what's going on. So that is why I decided to just pull it closer. And you can still see what's going on in that corner, the top right corner. Again, it just does not want to sit right at the corner. Yeah, sorry, I had to pull it even closer. Yeah, just sometimes, because lining it up becomes really a problem when you can't see closely. So I'm just going with something that doesn't say spring, because this is not quite spring. So I'm just lining up some of these honeycombs. And then I'm glad I'm using the sticker book very, very well. And the Spring Love sticker book, which also came out this year, this spring, I've used pretty much the entire book. And I'm so glad I did, because otherwise it has to wait another full year before I get to dive into that. And I'm reminding myself to use the new sticker books right away. And now let's just finish off the left page, and then we should be done. And that is a nice place to start. And then, yeah, let's just have some of these books. And we could also have some of these smaller elements lined up like so. And I think some of these shapes, the pastel shapes, would be good. So I'm just trying to pick the purple and yellow just for some of that added pop of color and a balance of colors. And I think combining it with other sizes would make it interesting. And I did not realize that the first hexagon I put down was a bit crooked. And that is our first cluster pretty much all done. And then we will have, yeah, it was just a bit indecisive on my part to go with something, but it was just really throwing me off. So I just decided to switch to the smaller boxes again. And I think that adds a nice touch and the nice cluster. And the elements from the next page also line up perfectly there. And yeah, so just some balance of colors, and even the font I think is really matchy on either side. Not the same, but similar. And let us also come and add some more of those florals. I mean, it's a really gorgeous set, and with all the pastel colors going on, I think it makes for the perfect finishing touch to my journal. And I will have more fun setups coming. And journaling has been a game changer. I started this doctorate journal last year. So I have completed 1 year in May. I started in the beginning of May last year, and it was really, I wasn't sure whether I was ready for it, but I do realize that it was something I needed. So coming back to decorated pages is it's something I really look forward to. So I make sure that I work ahead and have at least another month decorated ahead of time, because even if life gets busy and I don't get to decorate for the weeks I'm using them, I will still have something ready. So I'm filming this in the third week of May, so I'm already done with June. So that's how I like to work ahead. Also, because I will be traveling in summer, so I think it does give me an edge on having all of these set up and ready to go while I'm traveling, and setting up the videos, scheduling the videos for you guys to watch while I'll be away. So just let me know how early you set up your journaling pages, whether it be in a doctorate journal or an actual disbound system, or even if it is just a plain notebook. Or is it just pen and paper for you? I'm just curious to know, because I do hear some of my friends working ahead and they've already completed all the way until December. I'm like, whoa, I'm not that far ahead. Just a couple of months is what I aim for, and that's usually what I need. That's only how much I need, right? I'm not trying to, because there will be new products coming. You may not want to kind of finish all the decoration and then you realize, oh no, I could have used the newer stickers, which I'm even more in love with. So that is something I don't typically do. So let me know how you like this setup. We will do a quick flip through. And please find all the shops and links and products, everything down in the description. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share more spreads and more sneaks, even if they don't quite get YouTube videos. And please check out the new releases coming. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification if you haven't already. It truly helps me out with the growth of the channel. And please don't forget to share it with anybody who will love this. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.